Hey, what's happening, boys? Welcome back to the channel. Nice to see you. How we doing? We all good? Nice, nice. We've got day two of round one of the Swiss indoors tomorrow. I'll quickly go through what's happened today. So, Sebastian Baez beat Christopher O'Connell in three. Struff ended up beating Eubanks in two. First official came in, Van der Sanschel. He got it done in the end against Batista Agut. What else happened? You'll laugh at this one. Andy Murray ended up winning in two, and believe it or not, as opposed to what I said last night, I ended up putting some money on Andy Murray to win. In fact, I had a double. I had Andy Murray and Matteo Arnaldi both to win, and both of them flew in. So probably the first time I've actually bet on Murray, and he's fucking won for me. So well done, Andy. Well done, lad. And I'm watching Sebastian Corda play Echeverry right now. It's in the third set. It looks like it's going to be 3 games each. But yeah, hopefully Corda wins and we'll fucking smash that one. Before I get into tomorrow's, the score by now, like the video if you like it, subscribe if you want, you haven't got to. I appreciate it if you do. Let's just jump right into it. Game one, Swiss indoors, is. See, this is a weird one. I didn't know this one was actually happening. It's Talon Griekspoor versus Thiago Seyboth-Wild. And yeah, Seyboth-Wild. I've been calling him Seyboth Wild all year. And I heard it the other day. And I was like, oh, of course. But Seyboth-Wild sounds a lot better. I'm not too sure what the spread is. I'm not too sure what the total is either. I don't think the bookies, well, the bookies I use haven't priced it up yet. He was supposed to be playing Laszlo Djere, I think it was, yeah. Uh, Seyboth-Wild, he's lucky to be in this. He did get beat by O'Connell in qualifying. He got beaten too. Very lucky boy to be in the draw. Griekspoor, someone we've spoke about quite often on this channel. He's been struggling to find some form since, when was it, Washington, was it? I nearly said Wimbledon, yeah, Washington. He's won 5 out of 13 since that. Now, I have watched a lot of Seyboth-Wild this year, especially on the Challenger Tour as well. He's been one that I've had my eye on. Brilliant on the clay. He won 2 titles. Was it last month? He won 2 titles back to back on the Challenger on the clay last month, and he only dropped 1 set in each of them. That's a really good player. Remember when it was it this year or last year? Remember he beat Medvedev? Was that this year on the clay? I'm sure it was. Yeah, like I said, really good player, really promising one for the future. I think he's 23. I say he's not that young, but he's not the finished article yet. Boys, I like Seyboth-Wild. I like Griekspoor too. Griekspoor is a well better player. Like he's a lot more trustworthy in this spot. I'm not so confident in just putting money on him to win outright. Like I said, I don't know what the odds are, but I'd imagine Griekspoor gets that one done. Like I just said, I mean, if it weren't for Jerry pulling out, then Seyboth-Wild wouldn't even be in this one. So does he take advantage of it? Potentially. I'd love him to, but can't blame me for siding with Griekspoor on this one, boys. Moving on. Uh, so is it, yeah, Dominic Stricher, Benjamin Hassan. Spread is 2.5. I've seen it at 3.5, and the total is 22.5 as well. Um, this is a weird game. This looks like a bit of a sleeper to me. You know, head to head's actually 1-0 to Hassan. He won this last year in the Labour Cup. Um, he was okay in qualifying. It could have been better. It was, both of them went the distance, 2-3 setters. He has won 9 of his last 12. He is sitting way out of the top 100, bear in mind, but the stats speak for themselves. Stricker, on the other hand, now, this guy, he got beat by Taylor Fritz in the US Open, and don't get me wrong, he was playing really good up until then. But he hasn't won since. He literally hasn't won a game since 6 game losing streak. You know, he's only young as well, though, isn't he? He's 21. Dominic Stricker's 21. Hassan's 28 now, so not much improving left for him, you wouldn't imagine. I don't know, like I had a little look on Twitter and that before. Everyone's saying Stricker wins this one, but based on how he's been playing since the US Open, you can't be full of confidence putting your money on him, fellas. You just can't. I'd want to have a little sprinkle on Hassan plus the points, but I'm not that brave. I don't think I have a very strong feeling. I would take if I was to take Hassan plus the points, Stricker could just get this one done in two, no problem. Though, like I said, he has got the highest ceiling. He is a better player. Watch out for this one. Let me know what you think on this one, boys. You think Hassan's got it in us to keep it close, or do you think he's just not that good? Let me know. Game number three, nice and easy. Alex de Minaur, Diego Schwartzman. Spread is 4.5 or 5.5. I think it'll go up. I think it will. And the total is at 20.5. Now, we've just had this. We've just had this last week, haven't we? The heads 2-0 to de Minaur now. De Minaur smoked them last. He bageled them in the first set, didn't he? And then beat them 7-5 in the second. When they played in June, that was 6-2. 6-2 for de Minaur. Like I just said, not much to say on this one. We've already spoke about it last week. de Minaur knows how to fucking school this guy, doesn't he? I couldn't talk it off de Minaur minus 4.5 at this point. If you can get it at 4.5 anyway, I think that looks okay. Yeah, odds for de Minaur to win outright aren't so great, but if you're having a go on that one, boys, I'd say minus 4.5 still look. Let me know. What else have we got? Game number four, Dusan Lazovic versus Hubert Hurkacz. Spread is 3.5, but I've also seen it at 4.5. And same with the total as well. The total's 21.5, but that seems a little bit low. I think it'll go up to 22.5. Some places do have it as 22. Head to head is 3-0 to Hurkacz. These haven't played this year. Hurkacz has been really good the past few months, hasn't he? He was great in Shanghai, obviously won the title. Got beat by Zhang in Tokyo, but we'll let that one slide. He'd already beat Zhang. That was a bit of a revenge spot for Zhang, weren't it? He'd already won the title as well, so we'll let it slide. Look, Dusan Lazovic, he's a massive underdog in this one. Like, he can pull off a win or two in a row. He can string a couple of wins together, but that seems to be about it, especially on the hard courts as well. I think the people that he's lost to recently as well, I've looked at a couple of the names and I was like, I feel like Hurkacz would just fucking smoke pretty much every one of these. I can't remember off the top of my head. Who was it? Jordan Thompson was one of them. Like Fabian Marizan was one of them. I know we've loved him. We were all over Marizan a couple of weeks ago, but I think Hurkacz is well better. And there was a couple more. So, like I said, he's won 4 of his last 10. This is Hurkacz all day. I like the minus 3.5 too as well. I think that'll go up. It'll definitely go up to 4.5. If you can get Hurkacz minus 3.5, I'd lock that in, boys. I would. I just think I don't think Lazovic has got nowhere near enough firepower to be able to put up with Hurkacz. Simple as that. He was Hurkacz minus 3.5. I'm not making it official, but I may do later on if you have a look at Twitter. Game number 5. This is a brilliant match, but this is such a tough one for me to break down, boys. This is Nicholas Yari versus Adrian Manarino. Spread is just a half, and the total is 23.5. Massive clash of styles here. Big clash of styles. Yari has a big, strong serve, strong forehand. That usually does the job for him. Manarino, he tends to rely on a lot more consistent, slower game. He's really good at redirecting the pace. I've seen Nicholas Yari struggle with some, like the low bouncing balls. And the one thing you can say about Manarino is he's probably, well, I'd say he's definitely got one of the flattest strokes on the tour, if not the flattest on the tour. I think that may just give him the edge in this one. I really do. Like I said, it's so close, so close. It's going to go either way. Manarino's either going to get saved out or he's going to do what he does. He's going to slow it down. I think the over looks all right in this. Over 23 and a half. Like, you could see a tiebreaker, couldn't you? Nicholas Yari loves a tiebreaker. Loves one, doesn't he? You could see both of them win this set potentially. I'm not so sure. If you've got anything for this one, fellas, let me know in the comments because I'm torn between these two. I'd really like to take the over, but if I was taking someone to win, it would have to be Adrian Manarino. I think I'd have to side with him. Yeah, ah, tough one. Game number. Oh, Sebastian Court has just been broke. No way. Ah, that's devastating. This is actually very saving for the match now. Fuck, that's disappointing. Um, where was I? Fucking not to worry. Forget about that. Game number 6. Another one that we've just had. Holger Rune versus Miami, whatever his name is. Kekmanovic. Spread is 1.5. Totals 23 and a half. I'm not going to waste any time on this one, fellas. Head to head is 1-0 to Kekmanovic. Like I said, he beat him, I think it was last week. Um, I took Kekmanovic as an underdog last week as well. In this spot, he beat him 7-6 in the first set and then absolutely battered him 6-2. Rune just fucking give up in the end. I'm not going to go on about Holger Rune that much because, I don't want to seem like I'm shitting on the kid, but I've said it before and I'll say it again. He's won one game out of 10 since Wimbledon. That was against Ali Asim. That means nothing to me. It really doesn't because Ali Asim's went shit as well, hasn't he? He's went off the boil lately. As soon as I seen this, I went, oh my god, Kekmanovic plus 1.5 is probably the easiest pick of the day. I've had a look around. Everyone's telling you, oh, this is going to be a comeback for Rune. Holger Rune in 3. But everyone last week was saying Holger Rune in 2. And look what happened, Kekmanovic in 2. I think it's fairly similar. I really do. I could only be looking at Kekmanovic plus 1.5 in this one, fellas. I think he wins it outright as well. Like, I said it. I think it was the first week that I made this channel. I can't remember exactly what game it was. Was it Rune and Dimitrov or someone? I was like, you just need to constantly remind me never to bet on Holger Rune for the rest of this year while he's playing like this. And that's exactly what I'm not going to do tomorrow. In fact, I'm going against it once again. I'm going with the underdog. Fuck it. That's an official. That's an official for you. Kekmanovic plus 1.5, boys. Let me know what you think on that. Last game of the day is not as easy as it seems on paper either. Stan Wawrinka versus Alexander Shevchenko. Spread is 2.5 or 3.5, depending, and the total's 22.5. First time these have played. Now, this is a headache game. Shevchenko's so inconsistent. It pains me how inconsistent this lad is. You know, was it in Antwerp? Tournament just gone in Antwerp. He played so good against Benjamin Bonzi, and then he ended up getting beat by, was it Juan Pablo Varillas? And he won the first set as well. But Varillas, it's like, no, I'm not shitting on Varillas, but he's a clay baby, isn't he? He's not that good on the hard court, but we've mentioned this before. Stan Wawrinka's record in the first round is pretty good in it. Pretty good indeed. Stan Wawrinka should win this, but you don't know what Shevchenko is going to show up, do you? Like, Alexander, like, you could get Alexander the Great, or you could get fucking Alex Delage from Clockwork Orange, if you've ever watched that. Oh, type in Malcolm McDowell in Clockwork Orange, you'll know who I'm on about. I don't think I've got a play in this one either. I'd love Wawrinka to get it done, but like I said, I can't put money on Wawrinka, especially at such a decent, like at such a low price. I'll eat myself if Shevchenko beats him, so no, I'm going to stay away from that one. And then yeah, I think that's all of them. Yeah, that's all of them, boys. Nice. Some decent games, some pretty big favourites, and then some of the underdogs aren't really tempting either. So I don't really know what I've got for you. I've got one official so far, as we can probably remember, Kekmanovic plus 1.5. I'm definitely going to take that. And I don't know. That might just be it. Might just have the one. May have a look at the over in the Yari and Manarino game. I may take. Ooh, I'm going to make this official as well. Hubert Hurkacz minus 3.5. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Oh fuck. I don't know. Yeah. Do you reckon? Like, do you agree with that? Like, what are we saying on that, boys? Hurkacz minus 3.5. Does that sound good? I think that sounds good. Oh, Echeverri's just beat Sebastian Corda. That's fucking devastating. Son of a bitch. Would have swept it. Would have got all of them today if it weren't for that fucking. The odds for him to win was shite as well. He was 1 to 6 to win that as a favourite. Can't believe that. Fuck me. Never mind. We go again tomorrow. I'm happy with the Kekmanovic pick. I really am. Plus 1.5 there, and you can be the decider. Are we going for Haircatch minus 3.5 or not? Let me know in the comments. Appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for everyone for watching. Thanks for everyone who subscribed the past couple of weeks. Means a lot. Yeah. Enjoy the tennis. Take care of yourself. Take care of one another. And I'll see you in a bit, boys. Nice one.